The word that comes out, that wells up from within me is simply gratitude to each and every one of you for your engagement and for the gift that you gave of your presence as we sat together for these 2 days. It was a very short session, and we had all of the leeways to do whatever in between, different from a session when we are confined in the same space. But within our own respective spaces, as we connected with one another, I felt a kind of intensity in the practice that comes from each and every one of you. So we together have been able to come to a point of that bonding that our practice of silence has allowed us to. And as we entered into that deep place that is intimate, more intimate than anything we can ever imagine, even for ourselves, we see how we are called to go beyond what we can see, touch, taste, and perceive with our senses, and know that we are enveloped by a big power that holds each and every one of us and holds the universe together with love. I will say that word, love, as love with a capital L, that somehow bonds us together. But then you ask, how can there be love when there is a plea crying out, please, I cannot breathe. Where's the love? That is for each and every one of us to delve into that intimate place and recover and rediscover and bring back to the world as the gift of love that empowers us to be ourselves, and now the gift of love that we are able to give to the world through this frail, mortal, vulnerable self that I am, but not remaining in that frail and vulnerable self, but allowing myself to be given over to this wounded world, so that in partaking of those wounds, I am able to be an agent toward its healing in my own little way. Not a fixer who can remove and fix all the world's problems, but as someone who is willing to give one's life, motivated by that love and empowered by that love, to take on whatever it takes, even if I have to give my own life for it. That is the resolve that comes out of the confidence and the trust that is cultivated in this practice. And I invite each and every one of you to continue to come home to that stillness with the breath, and let that stillness be your source of nourishment to be able to live from day to day, always immersed in that love, but always ready and willing, with an open ear and open eye and open heart, to the plaints of our fellow sentient beings, saying, please, I cannot breathe. We are called to embody that cry within our own being. Please, I cannot breathe. Not to look at it as someone crying out from outside of us, but precisely to enter into that plaint of, please, I cannot breathe. And out of that, to let the breath empower us to give ourselves, our little selves, in the way we can contribute towards the healing of the whole. And a session like this can be a very, very powerful source of nourishment and renewed vision, because we know we are not alone. We are together in this. And the circle will be wider and wider as we live our lives with the circles of association that we deal with in our day-to-day lives. We are called to create a new world that bridges this separation to a world of kinship, a world of oneness, a world of mutual celebration and acceptance, and not a world of tribalistic animosities, not a world of racist and systemic oppression, but a world wherein we can see in each and every one of us a gift, an infinite gift that we are called to receive within our hearts. Our Zen practice is our place of finding the vision and empowerment to make that contribution. So I thank you for your engaged participation in the session, but also for your ongoing engaged participation and presence in walking together with all of those in the world who are seeking that transformed world of kinship. With this, I close with gratitude to each and every one of you. And we will now chant the 4 vows of the Bodhisattva to confirm and reconfirm our resolve to give ourselves to this task that we're all called to together.
The 4 vows of the Bodhisattva. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Illusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. The Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. The enlightened way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Illusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. The Dharma gates are space and time. All honored ones, bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, Maha Prajna Paramita.
We will now have the exchange of the bell and the hand. us all bow 3 times.